Spirit Halloween's peak is finally back. Or is it? Now, this is for Spirit Halloween's halfway to Halloween drop, and we normally don't get to see animatronics released for halfway to Halloween besides returning ones, but due to the leaks, sadly, people leaked out this year, they have mostly showed some of their new props. Now, I will have to say, I have not seen any of the leaks at all, so this is all my raw reactions, and I'm excited to dig into this trailer, because the theme for this year's Spirit Halloween ISE will be the camp. As the teaser trailer starts off, we immediately see Dead Humor as one of the photos coming down, which is a returning prop from 2013, which in my opinion, I love this prop. His freaky flashing uprising is insane. As you see the demo on the screen from 2013. This guy I've loved for so long. One of the first props I actually saw, when I was first introduced to the Halloween and retail industry. So I'm super happy this prop is returning. Now, from the start of the trailer, we actually find out that the theme for this year is a camp, which we kind of knew from the leaks that we got to see back in January, but I actually have not seen the leaks. Now, our next animatronic we get to look at is the Lady Misfortune, which, no pun intended, which is actually a witch, which is, kind of cool. I don't really like witches, but we can kind of see her face is very glowing in her green aspect of her skin, and she's actually holding an orb. This orb, she looks like it's it looks like it's floating in a way, which is pretty cool. Kind of astonishing. We don't really get to see that much in the retail industry of somewhat floating stuff, but this is actually really cool for a witch. Now, next, we have one of my most favorite animatronics that I've seen from this lineup so far. It is the one and only Doomsday. I've never seen a apocalyptic animatronic before, and this guy is so astonishing, and I am just so happy about what Spirit's are going to be able to do with this prop, because it is a one and only son and parent prop, which I love in my opinion. It looks like the background, it's a fiery background, and I wonder what they will do. Maybe they'll have something to do with fire. I don't know though. And they have apocalyptic masks. It looks like they're gonna take off. I love this prop so much. They're even holding hands. I'm guessing the price point's gonna be around $400. We don't really get to see a 2-in-1 prop, but this guy is insane. Doomsday is probably definitely a must get for me this year. Will go great at what I'm trying to go for this year. So great job, Spirit, on Doomsday. What I want to point out about Doomsday is the insane detail Spirit had on it, which it looks like the kid has a grenade on him, and the dad has an oxygen mask, which is great job, Spirit. This detail is insane on this prop. The clothing also looks very high quality, which is also my favorite part about this prop. Now, next we get to see 2 pumpkin props, which, we usually see around a couple pumpkin props for Spirit season, but my favorite is Pumpkin Punisher from this 2-in-1 drop right here. Pumpkin Punisher is holding an axe and has a pumpkin head. It looks like something might come out of his head because it's carved up, and his mouth and eyes are glowing, which I love about this prop. I love the axe that he's holding, gives very slasher vibes, which I love, very astonishing overall. The clothing looks a bit iffy-ish, but I think this prop is very good. 8 out of 10. With the next of it's Harvey Carvey. It looks like a pajama pumpkin prop, but the head kind of looks smushy in a way. I'm not going to say too much about this prop, but I do like the pajamas. We never see a pajamas on usually an animatronic besides professional stuff. So great job, Spirit, on that. The detail on this guy's insane, especially with his cape. It looks like Superman. Maybe it's going for that type of aspect. But overall, great job on these 2 pumpkin props. Now, the next props we will be getting into is first, my least favorite right now is Cackles. Now, if you know me, I love clowns, but this guy just looks insanely plain in my opinion. I do like the little pom-poms on his chest going down, and I do like the stripes. This guy, as I look at him more, he is growing on to me. I love his spiky hair, kind of looks like Spiky, but this guy, his shoes, just another reskin of the shoes that we get every year. There's on nozzles, lots of other Halloween clowns, which I don't understand. They should just switch up the shoes. But it is okay overall. This guy's smile actually looks really creepy. As I'm looking at this guy, he is growing on me. This might be a must get for me because I have a carnival, but I just don't know for sure yet. I just need to see more of this guy as we get on with the Halloween season. And then next, my favorite I've seen so far, besides Doomsday, is the one and only Buzz. Boom! As you see on the screen right now, this guy is insane looking. It looks like his jaw is about like 5 inches long, and his eyes are huge, which is a great aspect because Fly's eyes are actually huge if you didn't know that. And this guy's legs, I really hope, are not flimsy, or like, I hope they're a strong plastic material. I hope they're able to like withstand the wind and other stuff like that, because if that is so, this guy will be the best prop maybe for Spirit Halloween 2026. Buzz is probably my favorite so far, besides Doomsday. In the wings, it even has wings. Spirit Halloween, great job on this prop. I don't know who's manufacturing it though, and the face looks so detailed. It does not look plasticky at all. It looks more latex, which I do like on this prop, or silicone, I don't know for sure. But great details on the face overall. I love how the red eyes look like they're popping out just like a real fly. This guy is a must-get for me this year. And I don't have to say too much about this prop anymore. Great job, though. Now on the screen, we see a mystery photo, which I'm guessing this will be something huge that Spirit is hyping up. Hopefully it's really good, like a Mr. Dark, but not like another reskin, because I hate to see more reskins of Mr. Dark. But we actually get to see a Xenomorph from the Alien franchise. I'm not going to say too much about this prop. We already know a Xenomorph from the movies. If you haven't seen them, he's on the screen right now. A great detailed prop. I'm guessing this guy might be around 600 if he's from the Alien franchise. It's going to be expensive if he's also going to be pretty tall. But I love this prop overall. The details, as you can see, are very cool, with even the claws coming out of his mouth. Great job on this. Now, next, we have another reskin of the Jumping Spider. They seem to do this every year. Not going to say too much on this one. It is yellow, though. But then we get to see a baby clown. I wasn't able to get a good picture of this, but this looks promising, kind of. I wonder what it's going to do. Maybe it's going to roam around. Can't say too much on it, though, since we don't know what it'll look like just yet. Now, we have a creepy crawler. I'm guessing this will just move its hands back and forth. It looks okay. The face looks pretty nice. It looks like more latex. It looks like it has a hood, but I'm not going to say too much about this one, even though it will be good in a graveyard overall. It looks like a zombie type prop, I'm guessing because it's crawling out of the ground. I do like this prop, but I don't know what it'll do besides crawl. Next, we have another witch prop, which is kind of, I would say, out of the ordinary in a way, because we don't really see Spirit do more than one witch prop. We had Towering Tululu last year, but this witch is called Willow Witch. Now, I actually do like this witch. She kind of looks like Lethal Lily in some ways. I really like her clothing overall on her. She looks very creepy. Her face is very disturbing. I love the mouth. And she's holding a staff. It looks like there is something on it. I can't make out if that's a face or if that's a bird. But if it's a bird and it looks like his eyes are glowing, that will be a pretty good detail to her. And she's has a necklace on her. Not too much to say about this prop. She kind of looks like she's in a swampy area, but I do like this witch prop. Now, next, we have a really weird prop, Harmonica Hank. Now, we don't see too many musician props in the industry, but I do wonder what this guy will do. Now, this guy looks like a scarecrow, obviously, and it looks like he is sitting on, like a little ledge. But this guy has a hat, he has straw hair, and his legs look kind of foamy-ish, and he has a red patch in his chest. Overall, this guy looks interesting. I'm excited to see this guy in person. I wonder if he'll go back and forth with a harmonica, sing a little tune. This guy seems like more of a budget prop or a little kid prop, so that's probably what's going to be aimed towards. Now, next, we see Ghostface. I don't understand why Spirit's always going for the Ghostface. This guy looks new, though. He has some hanging cloth from him, so definitely a bit different from the older Ghostface. This is that Spirit has made. This guy is more detailed, and I like this guy a bit more than the other Ghostfaces that we got years back. But I'm not going to say too much for this guy. It's just another Ghostface. Next, we have a bog monster prop. Kind of looks like the crawler we got again this year. But this guy looks interesting. The face looks very latexy, and he has a glowing eye. So I hope this guy doesn't have any deformation in the face overall. I do like this prop. He looks very swamp-like. like something out of a bog, and he has lots of details. Looks like a lot of white stuff on his clothing, and I wonder what this guy will do. I wonder if he'll be kind of like a rising, like kind of like creepy rising doll, something like that. But I like this guy, especially his mouth. That's very detailed, astonishing in a lot of ways, because we don't really get to see jaws on different types of animatronics. Now, next to that, we have a zombie prop. Now, this zombie prop, we don't know what its name is because it's kind of out of the frame. It's something Jaws. It does look like a the bog monster zombie that we got a couple years back from Spirit. Reskin, I don't know, but I love this zombie prop, especially his head. It kind of looks like a Rick Ratman in a way, with blood coming out of his head. And he has lots of blood on his shirt, which I love that aspect because zombies, I cannot sweat this enough. They need blood. And this guy is really putting out that aspect of his characterization in the blood ways. And it looks like his leg is slowly inwards on him. So I'm wondering if he's going to be a bog monster reskin that we got a couple years back. Now, I just want to say one more thing about this guy. His face is very detailed. It looks like he's, moaning or groaning, and his eyes are fully white, which this guy is definitely one of my favorite pops for this year. And I usually don't like zombies. Now, right beside that, we have the one and only It's Welcome to Derry, Pennywise. Now, we don't get the glimpse of this guy, but I wonder if he'll be another reskin of the Pennywise that did a couple years back. I don't think, though. But this guy, I love so much. He looks just like from the It Welcome to Derry show. He's very astonishing with blood. That's what it's going for, blood all over him, but it just looks red. But I do love the blood on his mouth, as you see, and also an image from the Welcome to Derry series. I love this guy overall. Not too much to say about him. He's just another Pennywise. Now, I'm saving this guy best for last, as we coming in at Carnival Creeper. Now, you guys might be wondering why I love this guy so much. Well, it is only because he is a Nightcrawler reskin. Oh my goodness, guys. I have loved Nightcrawler ever since it came out, but I was too young back then, didn't understand money in some ways. But we have another Nightcrawler, well, the first ever Nightcrawler reskin. I will definitely be picking this guy up because he is such a good scare. If you know, in Brick Thunder's Haunt, he has him as a scare. This guy is super, super cool. And he's dressed as a clown this time. And his mouth is so astonishingly big. And he has lots of details with his jaws. Again, his teeth that are coming out. And he looks like he has some makeup on his face. I love this guy so much. The clothing really looks insane on him. It's like two ways clothing. One yellow, one black, and white. But I cannot sweat this enough. This is definitely my favorite animatronic for the 2026 season so far. As this trailer slowly ends, we are still in a mysterious way of what that question mark photo will be. But summing up overall, Spirit Halloween 2026 seems like it is actually in its prime again. From new reskins, especially Nightcrawler, from new props like the Doomsday props. I am super excited to see what Spirit has to offer in stores for the 2026 season. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will be at East Coast tomorrow. This video will hopefully drop around 6:30. And tomorrow I will be at East Coast going live most likely. So stay tuned for that. But remember, I'm Alistair Haunt. And this is where the fear is always here. Stay Halloweeny. Yes, it is true, guys. Will Spirit Halloween be in its prime or not? You'll have to watch this whole video to see. But we just got a new teaser trailer drop from Spirit Halloween around 12 o'clock today. I was in school, so at lunchtime I pulled out my phone and I saw it. This is an insane trailer, and yeah.